Well, today is Tuesday, and yesterday was Thanksgiving Day here in Canada. And this year I've got a lot of things to especially be thankful for. I'm in a good space now, and I intend to keep it there. So I really appreciate that. You know, life is just choice, isn't it? I mean, you make good choices or you make bad choices, and you get the results. In my case, quite a long time ago, well, yeah, it is. You know, it's over 10 years ago for sure. I had some life-changing circumstances, and I guess I coped with it in the wrong ways. I gradually left what I was doing, the choices that I was making, that worked well for me. I was really enjoying life. I had a great life, and I was quite grounded, and I had joy, I had calmness, I had power, and gradually, little by little, I let it slip, I let it slide, and it's not something that was done to me, it's something that I allowed to be done. I made choices, you know, and I suffered the consequences, and one thing led to another, and you know, instead of the usual satisfactions that I would have that were good and constructive and moved me forward, I started to get satisfaction in all the wrong places, and started to drink much more, started to abuse that, and little by little it crept up and took control. And when you allow something like that to take control, obviously, get out of the way, squirrel, you obviously don't have any choice anymore. And choice is power, and power is how you have a good life. You know, power is not a dirty word. Power is absolutely vital. It's a good thing, because power gives you choice. You choose your life. You make it what you want. So I went down that path for far too long enough to realize that I was seriously hurting myself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way. I mean, I won't go into the gory details, but I'll tell you, it really screws with you. And it's insidious because you justify your bad choice in every possible way. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but you do it. You justify it. So I arrived at a place where I knew I couldn't go any further down that path. I just couldn't. I couldn't take it anymore. Couldn't take the pain and the anguish of, you know, self-loathing, that sort of thing. And yet at the same time realizing my strengths, realizing the good stuff that is in me, but not acting on it, not allowing them space to have a part in my life. So I couldn't take it anymore. And I guess, you know, they say that for people who abuse alcohol, it's they have to arrive at a place where they really want to quit. You know, it's hard to do, if not impossible, if you just know you should, but you don't really want to. Well, I really wanted to leave it behind me. I missed all the joys that I used to have, and the peace of mind, and like I say, the power. So that's what I did, and today it's 11 days into that. I'm 11 days down that path to better life. Prior to this, I thought to myself, it's impossible to even go one day. I mean, I tried for years. You know, just one day. I'd wake up every morning saying, this will be the day. I'm not gonna do that today. It's easy. All I have to do is just not do one thing. But by noon, that was over. So I don't know. I guess, like I say, I just arrived at that point where it was a complete realization, a complete desire to leave it behind me, and I feel that. You know, the first week or so was pretty rough, but just doing this on my own. But after that, you know, it gradually got easier, and now, I mean, yeah, I get temptations now and again, but overwhelmingly, I feel the joy of being in a better space. And I know where that's leading me because I've been there before. All good stuff. Get over your own side. So what I'm doing when I feel, yeah, today is a bit of a rough day, you know, I'm getting this temptation, I remind myself, I keep the memory very fresh in my mind of how it was, of how I felt. In the middle of the night, waking up with terrible regrets. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what would happen if I gave in to that temptation, even just a little bit. And I'm not willing to do that. So it keeps me moving forward. That power of choice, that's an awesome thing to have. And we take it for granted until it's gone, until we give it up. So, you know, it's kind of like the Leonard Cohen lyric, there's a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. And I feel, you know, now that I've made this choice and I'm going down that line, I feel, you know, there's some pretty good stuff poking through the cracks inside in that dark place that I created. So I am getting the old creative urges and productive desires and things like this coming up for me, and I want to follow through on them. So we'll see where that leads. You know, I may get back into painting or something like that, or I may get into doing some filming and creating another YouTube channel. Oh, who knows? Anyway, good stuff ahead, and it's all due to having the courage to make an uncomfortable choice, an uncomfortable but necessary and good choice. And I know that there's a lot of people out there, probably a number of you guys out there, who are in a similar situation. That's why I decided to share this. You know, it's pretty personal, but I feel good about it. And when you feel good about something, you can open up about it. Anyway, I will leave you with that, and thanks for tuning in. Comment below if you have something to say, something to offer. Subscribe if you're not, I'd appreciate that. And we'll catch you on another ride.